15.6, we deal here with just some assorted nouns that are just worth pointing out. And they're the words woman and daughter. Okay, so woman and daughter. Let's take the word woman first of all. The word woman is the word isha. And whenever we write it down, we notice that we have the kamate ending, right? Isha. So that's the absolute. The construct form of isha, if you remember from chapter 12, it takes a tav ending, but it's not ishat, which is what you might have expected. It actually takes a segulate pattern with stress on root 1. Eshet. Eshet. So Isha, woman or wife. Eshet David would be the wife of David. Eshet Moshe, the wife of Moses. So my feminine singular construct form of Isha is adopting a segulate pattern. And here's what that means. I'm going to use the feminine singular construct form to add pronominal suffixes to say his wife, his wife, I don't want to say her wife, his wife, my wife, and so forth. I've got to use the form eshet to do this. But when I add, let's say, a holem vav for his wife, what's going to happen to my stress? It's not going to stay here on the first syllable. It's going to go to the back. And when I lose my stress, what's going to happen? Well, as we saw before, I'm going to get a silent shava under the second root letter, and I'm going to get a short vowel under the aleph. Which will be the short vowel that this particular segulate form gets? In this case, it's going to be a Keurig. I'll get the vowel that I normally would be looking for in situations like this. So it becomes ish-to. Ish-to. So eshet, the wife of someone. Ish-to, the wife of him, his wife. How would I say my wife? It would be same vowel pattern. Ish, short vowel, silent shava, and then I get my Keurig yod for my. Ish-ti. Ish-ti. Your wife, what would that look like? It would be ish to ha, right? Ish to ha, your eshet. Ish to ha, your wife. All right. So those are the forms of the singular isha with pronominal suffixes. What's the plural of isha? Well, it's nashim, right? And it looks masculine plural, if you remember, because it's got that im ending, even though this is technically feminine plural, nashim, women or wives. And if I want to add pronominal suffixes to this, I have to use my set 2 pronouns, what I have called my community pronouns, the pronouns that attach to plural nouns. And if I want to say his wives, it would be na shav. Okay, I'm going to have a vav. Kamet's yod will be my helping vowel. I'm going to drop the im and add my helping vowel here. And this is my 3ms pronoun. So ishto is his one wife. Okay. Nashav is his wives, multiple, more than one. These are both the same pronoun. It's just a matter of this one being singular, this one being plural. So nashav, nashav. Remember, we don't pronounce the yod on this 3ms pronoun suffix. Nashav. How would I say my wives? It would be na shai. Nashai. My wives. How would I say your wives? Na shecha. Na shecha. My accent's on the shin here with nashecha. So I've got this long vowel because this is open and pretonic. Hebrew requires long vowels here. all of these. Na shecha. One more form though. Why not? Just for fun. What if I wanted to say something like their wives? Their wives. Well, it would be na she hem. Okay? Heavy ending is going to pull the stress all the way to the back. That means this is tonic. She is open and pre-tonic. Hebrew requires a long vowel, and I happen to have one here, so I'm happy. But now I've got an open and proper-tonic syllable at the front. Na is going to have to reduce to what? That's right, to vocal shava. And so I get ne shehem. Ne shehem. So their plural wives. Okay? So that was your wives. And now their, and the their is masculine plural. Their wives. All right, so that's the form wife. The other word that's a little bit problematic under this section is the word for daughter. Let's talk about the word daughter here in Hebrew. The word daughter is bat. Okay, bat. A bat is a female son. We learned the word for son is bane. Okay, and bat is really bane with a tav added to the end, and the noon has assimilated to the tav, and so you can't see it. I would have put a dagesh forte here, but I can't put a dagesh forte in a final consonant. So it's going to drop in as soon as I start adding vocalic endings with my pronominal suffixes here. And we're going to see that in our forms. So if I want to say my daughter, bat is going to be spelled with a kirik yod for my, and a dagesh forte is going to drop in there. And my A vowel is going to revert back to the I class vowel that I would have seen here. Remember, bane has an I class vowel for son, and bane, making it feminine, change that I vowel to an A class vowel here for the lexical form of daughter, bat. So the original I vowel is going to reappear when I start adding pronominal suffixes, and my assimilated noon is going to show up in the form of a dagesh forte as well. So bat, daughter, becomes biti for my daughter. Okay, biti. How would I say his daughter? It would be bit and a holem vav, bito. So his daughter, singular. How would I say your daughter? It would be bit with the dagesh forte, and then aha, bitaha, masculine singular you, your daughter. Now let's talk about the plural form of son and daughter. You remember the plural of bane is banim. Okay, banim. The plural of daughter is ba. Note. Okay, you see im and ot. Banim are plural male sons, and banot are plural female sons, known as daughters. Okay, so sons and daughters. Now, what if I want to add pronominal suffixes to daughters? I have to take the form banot, and I get to add pronominal suffixes to that. So banot, daughters of who? Well, let's start with daughters of me. How would I say that? It would be banot, and then an I ending. Okay? Banotai. Accents on the end, that's the tonic syllable. No is open and pre-tonic. Ba is open and pro-protonic. Hebrew cannot leave a long vowel. It's going to reduce to a vocal shava. And so I will now have b, no tie. So there's two things that tell me this is plural. The oath tells me it's feminine plural, and then the yod with the pathak before it tells me it's also a plural noun. I have my daughters here. Okay? So we'll just shut that down. My daughters, plural. Compare that with biti, my one daughter. Remember, anytime I have a yod, if there's a Keurig in front of that yod, it's a singular noun. Any other vowel before a yod that's related to my pronoun suffixes means the noun is plural. So my daughters. What if I want to say his daughters? Ba, note, and then I add his, the helping vowel, a, yod, kametz yod, and then the vav for his. All right, that's a silent yod. Ba, no, tav, accent again is on the final syllable. No is open and pretonic. It can be long. This is open and propertonic. It needs to reduce to a vocal shava. So I'm going to get b, no, tav. B, no, tav. All right. Compare that with bito. Bito. His one daughter, b, no, tav. His plural daughters. Okay, let's compare these. All right, and then let's compare your one daughter, bitcha, compared with your plural daughters. Again, banot. If I want to add the ka ending here, I can do that, but I have a helping vowel when I have plural nouns, and it's segel yod. Banotecha. The accent is here. Banotecha. So this is tonic. The no is pretonic. The ba is propertonic. And open propertonic syllables reduce to vocal shava. So b, no, techa. Your daughters. Your daughters. And the u is to ms. Daughters is plural. Okay, compare that with your one daughter. Bittecha, benotecha. You can tell that this is the plural of daughters, can't you? Ot and the yod tells you that's plural. There is no ot here, and there is no yod before this pronoun. This is one daughter. Okay. Now, let me give you just one little thing to remember when we want to remember that bot becomes bit in the singular when I want to add pronominal suffixes. Okay, and here's a little sentence. Benny hit my daughter with an itty bitty bat. Okay, Benny hit my daughter with an itty bitty bat. Now, do you know what the word Benny is? Benny is the word bane with a Keurig yod pronominal suffix. That is my son. Benny is a bad son, but Benny is my son. So my son, Benny, I guess I should probably just add that. My son, Benny, hit my daughter. What is my daughter? It's Betty. With an itty, bitty, there's bitty, right? And then bat. And of course, bat is the lexical form for daughter. So you can see bitty and bat together. Bat, daughter, bitty, my daughter. So Benny, my son Benny, hit my daughter with an itty bitty bat. Bad boy. Okay, so there you go. That's the problem words of wife and daughter when we add pronominal suffixes to them. Let's now look at 15.7. In 15.7, we are dealing with pronominal suffixes attached to the words im and eighth. Im and eighth. Here is what's important to know about these two words. These are prepositions. What have we been attaching pronominal suffixes to here? We have been attaching them to nouns throughout this chapter. But im and ate, these are both prepositions that mean with. We're going to learn how to add pronominal suffixes to the direct object marker in the next chapter. So don't worry, we will get to that soon enough. But here we're going to add pronominal suffixes to im and ate. Both of them mean with. So if I want to say with him, with me, with you, and so forth, I can add pronominal suffixes to these prepositions. Now, we've already learned how to add pronominal suffixes to the preposition lamed, haven't we? Lo, la, leha, right? To him, to her, to you, and so forth. And basically, we use the set number 1 pronominal suffixes. We use set 1, and those were our eHarmony pronouns. And guess what? We're going to use the same set 1 pronouns with im and et. Okay? So, here's what you need to remember from earlier chapters. There are little black helicopters flying around that want to drop a Dagesh forte inside certain kinds of words. What kind of words do our black helicopters want to drop the Dagesh forte into? They are monosyllabic nouns or words with changeable vowels. Okay? So take a look at im. Is that a monosyllabic word? Yes, 1 syllable. Is this a changeable vowel, this Keurig? Yes. The only unchangeable vowels we know are the historically long ones. So if I don't have a historically long vowel, then it is a changeable vowel. Look at the preposition with, ate, right here. Is that a monosyllabic word? Yes. Is the sere changeable? Yes. So both of these are liable to having Dagesh fortes drop inside when I start adding pronominal suffixes at the end of these words. And that is exactly what happens. So, and this is really all you need to know about this little section 15.7, is that we're going to add pronominal suffixes to these prepositions, and we're going to drop the Dagesh forte in there. So if I take im, I got to rewrite my mem so that it's no longer final, because I'm going to add the 3ms pronoun. If I want to say with him, it's imo, but since im is a monosyllabic word with a changeable vowel, you got to put that Dagesh forte in there. Imo, with him. Okay? If I want to say with her, it's im, Dagesh forte, comma te with the dot and the mapik and the hey. That's with her. Imo with him, Emma with her. Okay? So let's go ahead and read the forms. If you look at 15.7 on page 123, just repeat after me. We're just doing the im forms. Imo with him. Repeat. Imah with her. Immaha with you, masculine singular. Imach with you, feminine singular. Imi with me. Look at the plural side. Imam is with them, masculine plural them. Iman with them, female them. Immachem with y'all. Immachen with y'all, female y'all. And then finally, imanu. Here I have imanu. There's my new ending. My accent is on the ma. Imanu. And that's first common plural. That's with us. And if I add the el to the end, which is the word for God, then Immanuel is God with us, or with us is God. And that is the way you will see Emmanuel in the Isaiah prophecy. So there you actually, Merry Christmas. There's your Christmas present there. Okay, so with Imo is with him, Imah with her, and Imanu with us. Okay? Now, let's take the preposition eighth. What if I want to say with him? Well, I take eighth, I add the 3ms pronoun, holom vav, This is the set 1 set of pronouns. What am I going to do? I'm going to drop a dagesh forte in here. Where's the accent? The accent is on the final syllable. It's going to be a to accent on the backside, which means if I have a dagesh forte here, this is closed and unaccented, right? The accent is back here, then this is closed but not accented at the front. And Hebrew requires for closed unaccented syllables a short vowel. 8. This is a sereh. That's a long vowel. So what am I going to do? I have got to convert that long I-class vowel to a short I-class vowel. And what I'm going to get is a kirik here. I get a kirik. So let me rewrite this. So my tav is here. Dagesh forte in the middle. So itto. Itto. That also means with him. Itto. With her. Itah. With us. Tanu. Okay? Not as prophetic as imanu, right? But it still means the same thing. Itanu is with us. Okay, so let's read the forms of 8 with the preposition with these pronominal suffixes. Everybody repeat after me. Ito, itah, itaha, itach, iti, itam, itan, itachem, itachen, and itanu. Every time I read itachem, I think of eating ham. Of course, the Hebrews wouldn't have done that. Instead, they would do the next one. They would eat the hen. They would eat a hen. All right. Those are prepositions that take the set 1 pronouns, like the lamed preposition does. The final part of our chapter is 15.8, and here we're dealing with 2 more prepositions, el, which means to, and all, which means over. So again, we can attach pronominal suffixes to these prepositions. They are not nouns, okay? They're not nouns, they're prepositions. But this particular, these prepositions are going to take the set 2 pronouns. Now remember, the set 2 pronouns are the ones that attach to plural nouns, right? But just keep in mind, prepositions are not nouns. Prepositions are neither singular nor plural inherently. So the deal is, some prepositions take the set 1 pronouns, like im and et, lamed and bet. Some prepositions take the set 2 pronouns, like el and all, and a few others. Okay? So just walk through a couple of these examples here. You can see a fuller set of paradigms in your Ross textbook. But let's take the word ale. Okay? This is to. If I want to say to him, I have to use the 3ms pronoun that normally attaches to plural nouns, which is the kametz, yod, vav. This is my helping vowel. This is my pronoun vav. And the accent is on the syllable lav, elav, and this is open and pretonic. What does Hebrew require of open pretonic syllables? Old preacher sermons are long. Open pretonic syllables require a long vowel. So even though my lexical form has the segol, which is short, when I add the pronominal suffix, that's going to open up this vowel, or this syllable, making it open and pretonic, and I'm going to need a long I-class vowel. Segol is a short I-class vowel. I need to slide up my scale and get a long I-class vowel, and the long I-class vowel is sereh. So that is to him, a lav. What if I want to say to her, third feminine singular? What would it be? Again, if I start with el, and I add my set 2 pronoun for the third feminine singular, it's going to be segol, yod, and ha. Eleha. Accent is here, which means this is open and pretonic. What does it need to do? It needs to be long. So it's eleha. Eleha. Okay? And then what about my heavy endings? the heavy endings, hem, hen, kem, and ken. What would it look like to add the those? I'll just do one of them. Let's say we want to say to them, and the them is masculine plural. Okay, so I take L, and I add my third masculine plural pronoun from the second set, which is a hem. Now remember, hem is a heavy ending, consonant, vowel, consonant. It means it's going to pull the stress to the end. That means that lay is open pre-tonic. It's got to be long. Sarah Yod is already long, so we're good. This is now open and propertonic. Hebrew requires that to go to what? That's right, it goes to vocal shava. Can I put a vocal shava under a letter like aleph? The answer is no, because aleph is a guttural. So what I'm going to see instead is what? I'm going to see the compound shava. In this case, it'll be the A-class compound shava. So it's alehem, alehem, to them. Okay? I'm going to get the same situation with adding the preposition all, adding pronominal suffixes to all. So if I want to add the same pronouns as I added to L here, I would just take all. I'm going to add my comments yod vav for him, upon him, or over him. And then this is accented lav, which means this is open and pre-tonic. I need a long vowel. I've got a short vowel, so I need to lengthen it. And I get alav. So all with a short A becomes ah with a long A, alav. And that would be on him. Okay. If I want to say on her, how would I do that? Again, I start with all, add the Sarah Yod, and then the ha for her, aleha. Accent is on the lamed, which means this is open and pre-tonic. It's got to be long. Aleha, on her. And then finally, if I want to say on them, masculine plural them, I'm going to get alehem. Accent is on the final syllable, alehem. That means this is open and pre-tonic. It's got to be long. Sarah Yod is long. This is open and propertonic. It's got to reduce to a vocal shava. And can I put a regular vocal shava under an ayin here? Absolutely not, because that's a guttural. Gutturals can't take a vocal shava. When they need one, we substitute with a compound shava. So alehem, we'll have that compound shava there, on them. Okay? So you're going to see yods throughout these forms. That doesn't mean that the preposition is plural, because prepositions don't have plurality, right? The concept of to-ness or on-ness has nothing to do with any inherent singular or plural characteristic. Okay, these prepositions just happen to take the set to pronouns. All right, so that's the lesson for chapter 15.